All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. I'm Major McLough from Apex, the federal agency which has chartered this special group. A lot of you are familiar with Blue Thunder Unit. For those of you who are not, let me introduce the personnel. Captain Ed Braddock, who commands the unit.
Thank you.
And the ground support to our helicopter, Rolling Thunder, manned by Officers Batowski and Kelsey. And here she comes, the most awesome helicopter ever built, Blue Thunder. Captain Braddock, what do you have in store for us?
That is an example of Blue Thunder's firepower. 20-millimeter electric cannon capable of firing 6,000 rounds of ammo per minute. Of course, raw power is one thing. Accuracy is another.
The red figures are the killers. Blue Thunder will pick them off and leave the white hostages unharmed. In addition to firepower and accuracy, Blue Thunder has the most up-to-date surveillance system there is short of science fiction. Infrathermograph, pilot night vision sensor system, laser spot tracker, airborne video, record and playback unit, high-intensity microphones, air-to-ground speakers, direct view optics, and rotor noise repression, whisper mode. Senator Martin, do you have a business card with you, sir?
Why, yes, I believe so.
Would you take it out and hold it up in front of you, please?
Dudley Martin, U.S. Senator, Senate Office Building 495. Phone 555-4321, Washington, D.C.
Thank you very much, Senator. And now I'd like to introduce Officers Batowski and Kelsey. You may recognize these two gentlemen, for they knocked some heads around in the NFL before they joined our force. Would you please whisper to Senator Martin the score of the last game you played in the NFL?
Bears over the Colts, 35-17.
No way, the Bears didn't beat the Colts that year.
Seems to be a little argument over this one. But I happen to have a small bet on that game, and I remember it. Bears 35, Colts 17.
All right, Cheney, bring her in. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get a chance to meet our pilot and observer, I'd like to... Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, that was not part of the planned demonstration. As I was saying,
I think you know that the Astro Division of our city is in a state of emergency. In the past several months, there's been a series of attacks on Astro helicopters, and yesterday, 2 of our officers were killed in an air attack. Apex, our charter organization, has assigned the Blue Thunder unit to this emergency because, frankly, We don't have any time to waste. Thank you. Frank, Senator Martin, I'd like to meet our pilot, Frank Cheney.
Cheney, Senator. Still think the Dodgers are going back to Brooklyn?
As far as I'm concerned, sir, they never left. Excuse me, Senator.
Clinton Wonderlove, our observer.
Hi, Senator.
How
What's
are you,
shaking?
Wonderlove? Good to see
Excuse
you.
me for
Good.
just a moment, Senator.
Certainly, certainly. Say, aren't you one of those what they call a computer whiz?
Well, you got a computer, don't you?
Well, no, not really.
No? Well, you got access to all that sophisticated military hardware. Don't tell me you haven't worked with a Cray supercomputer with an array processor. You've worked with that. Senator, we got a serious problem here. 5-year-olds are programming with Logo.
Logo.
You don't want to be out of step with the times, but I like you. I like you. I think you're a cool guy, okay? I want to help you out. What are you doing this weekend?
Cheney,
Yes, sir.
what the hell was that little stunt you just pulled?
I was demonstrating Blue Thunder's flying abilities.
Look, remember you weren't my choice for this job in the first place. You watch yourself, I'll bust you to a squad car.
You did that, sir, 6 months ago.
Yeah, and I'll damn well do it again, Frank. You remember that.
I promised you I wouldn't give you any more trouble.
I know you did.
And I meant it. No more trouble.
Good.
Unless, of course, we don't see eye to eye on things.